Okay. Ravi, we can go hard on him. And that is the person we are finding with Zoltan? No. Let's do that one first, in that case. And you are where exactly? You're the sturgeon. Over here? Okay. Let's over in that direction.
Something stinks. Decomposing flesh. Human flesh.
Okay. Why, hello there.
Wound. Shallow, but severed his artery. What are you holding? A key. Interesting.
Okay. Do we actually take that key? Oh, what about this?
Kept running till he bled to death.
Okay, maybe we take a quick break from the card hunting and instead take a look at whatever we just picked up. Feast for the Crows. It is level 20. Certainly a bit higher. Okay, let's use our Witcher senses to figure out what happened to the murdered man. Well, there are the footprints. And follow those. Hold on. Can I examine this?
Clear trail. Bled heavily.
Okay. Sure.
Village are you from? Willows. It's into my area 2 days road from Zima.
Here.
God arrived here.
This direction.
Winter.
Okay, and through here.
Hey, mate. Someone invite you here?
No.
Oh, hey, what's up?
Followed a trail of human blood.
Indeed.
So you found our pal Derek? Well, well, must have a good eye. After our little, well, falling out, I spent half a day looking for him. And all I got out of it was a stroll and some dog shit on my shoes. Soiled me fine as pool lanes. Snake skin. Take a gander.
What are you gabbing for? Cleaver said it clear. Anyone finds our den, shove him between the ribs and drop him in the gutter.
Think, Grun. Just once use your fucking melon. If the witch has found the body, he's found the key too.
Well,
Can't
you
open the drop
might
box
be
without
right about
the
that.
key. We don't open the drop box, Cleaver don't get what he ordered. Cleaver don't get what he ordered, he gets angry. You want that? Didn't think so. So, hark here, mate. You've got 2 options. First, give us the key. I pay you for your trouble and everyone goes their own way smiling. Second, make a fuss and we do what Grun wants. Sit between your ribs.
Okay, so we give you the key, you pay, or we basically take you guys out and use this key on whatever it is you were trying to unlock. I mean, that seems like it's certainly the more interesting option, does it not? Yeah.
2 things only the greatest fools do. Throw stones at hornets' nests and threaten a witcher.
And I'm all out of hornet's nests. Alright. Grilled pork. I mean, we might have done the grilling part. Ooh, diagram for Mahakam's steel sword? Okay. Your thing. Someone on the outside, maybe, who's hurt us. Ooh, a ruby. Now, that's good. Okay. And that alone could very well be worth more than whatever they would have paid us. Though I don't think we've yet unlocked whatever it is that they wanted to use that key for, because, well, I doubt it was this shelf here. Oh, there's a bandit through the wall. I do not think we can actually fight him in truth, though that could perhaps make it more difficult for us to loot things. Geralt, could you say, put away the sword? And this time, try looting this? There we go. That's more like it. Will we be able to go upstairs? Will there be people upstairs? Or looking to fight us? Okay, that is clearly the chest in question. But let us loot the other things first, perhaps. Just in case something special happens as soon as we take something out of that and boots us out of here. Alright, now we do this. And 250, or well, 50 crowns, 200 florins, and those boots, which may or may not be all that great. They weren't very high rarity. Oh, hold on. These ones right here. Yeah, they're not great. I think the big thing was mostly the coins, and actually the ruby that we got from fighting those guys might have been the best, to tell you the truth. Okay. You can head out there, and then there are more people back here. These are the bandits that we were seeing through the door, but maybe that's not entirely necessary for us to do that. That's one quest. But then we also, of course, we're doing the card hunting. So I'm thinking that maybe we make a point of going back and activating that one. Not Cabaret. Dangerous game, that's what we're going for. So I was saying maybe the Ravik card would come next. Let's go for that. We're headed in this direction for that. Sure. And this was the person that we are supposed to go hard on. Supposedly, we can pressure them and they'll cave. And we will get what we want. That's the plan. At least in theory. In practice, we'll see how it goes down. I think it's right around here. Because this, I believe, is the inn in question. Yeah, okay. Going through here. That we do. But it looks like you're on a different floor. You're downstairs. Okay. Sure thing. And over here in this corner, there's a person with a knife standing behind you right now. That doesn't look good. Maybe we save. Hey, gents. How's it going?
It's the flea-ridden mutant. Join us, please. Ravi loves company. Look how happy he is to see us. You happy, Ravi?
Yes, Ravi's the one with the knife. Pointed straight at his back.
Happier if you stop digging the point of that dagger in his back.
Oh, you're just saying that because you don't know the situation. Our mutual friend Ravi.
Really, there are many situations in which having a knife stuck in your back is quite pleasant.
Oh, you got the card. What else do you want?
If you'd just given it up instead of trying to cheat us, we'd be out of your hair already. As it is, that's all your fingers broken. So, it seems the Witcher will have to play for you. Sound good?
Excuse me?
See? Ravi's on board. What do you say we add some spice to the game? Raise the stakes. Ravi's life and the Natali's card. Fancy that?
Oh. Ravi's no use to me? Ouch. So we play you at Gwent's, in this case, and if we win, we take the card, and Ravi lives. If we lose, then, well, things don't go so well, mostly for Ravi. Well, sure, we'll give it a shot. No pressure.
And here I thought you'd be no fun at all. Let's play!
I mean, we certainly hope that we succeed here, otherwise we are in quite a bit of trouble. We have a lot of explaining to do if this does not go according to plan. So we'll see how difficult this one is, but I think we will go with our usual Northern Realms deck. Let's give it a shot. Okay, they are Nilfgaard. We go first. We have a Scorch, we have a melee nerf, we have a Commander's Horn. Yeah, Siege Expert, so we might want to get rid of you depending on how many Siege cards we have. We want you to be able to boost as many things as possible. Blue Stripes Commando is only good if we have another one of them, otherwise it is probably our weakest card. We have a Spy, that's good. Vesemir is solid, although our melee row is usually not one of our priorities. We have a few Siege cards, but not a ton, and then Yennefer is one of our heroes who can bring some people back with her medic ability from our graveyard. So we have some things working out for us. We do also have a few melee cards when we have the melee nerf, which is not a great combination here. So I think we do want to get rid of you. We get Roach, who is also the melee row, but he's a hero, so he's unaffected by that. That's good, and with the melee nerf, we could play a spy, and then immediately nerf that spy. So that, I do like. How many cards are you actually boosting in the siege row? 1 and 2? That's still not a lot. That's still not a lot. Technically speaking, does mean that you are likely our next worst card, or possibly even the Commander's Horn, because what would we be doubling with that Commander's Horn? Probably the melee row, because we already have our leader ability, which will double the siege row. You're unaffected by a Commander's Horn because you are a hero. You would get doubled in the melee row, so I think it's going to be you. Of course, you're a spy, so we don't play you on your side. Or on our side, rather. We play it on the opponent's side, so Commander's Horn doesn't affect you, of course. Roach, also hero, doesn't affect you. You're also siege row, so yeah, it is playing in the melee row for just Vesemir. So it is basically a value of 6. I mean, it's something. But I feel like we could probably do better. And we got, what is that, a range row nerf? When we have only a hero in the range row, that probably could work. We do go first here, which is a little bit of an issue when we have Scorch, unless we play Stennis on the opposing side as a spy, draw into some cards. Oh, we picked up a second catapult. That's huge. You play your own spy. Well, tell you what. We could Scorch now, remove the spy on your side of the playing field, and take it from there. Or otherwise, we could nerf the melee row, yes. Not necessarily sure that makes a ton of sense to do here, because it would just bring us even. I'm thinking, actually, what if we play Roach in the melee row? Because he's unaffected by the melee nerf, he's unaffected by Scorch. So this is a way for us to take the lead here, and if you pass immediately, then sure, we'll take it. If not, then I'm thinking, you have more spies? Wow. You have a ton of cards. I mean, I wish we had a decoy to steal some of these spies. But, you're handing us a huge lead here, and now Scorch does not make any sense anymore, because we'll be removing one of our cards. We could bring back one of the spies, play them from our graveyard with Yennefer, so that's one benefit. Having our opponent play all these spies is eventually we'll be able to play them, just not immediately. We could Scorch it, and that would put it in our graveyard, at least the highest value one, and then play Yennefer, play it from our graveyard, but that is just so wildly inefficient that we should definitely not do that. So, sure, it's a possibility, but no, don't. So, I mean, I'm really tempted to pass here. We have quite a large lead. Our opponent does have a card advantage because they played 2 spies. But what would be our alternative? I'm not really sure. I mean, we could maybe go all in on melee this round because we'll be holding on to a melee nerf that we won't want to play in the same round as we play Vesemir. Or the same round that we have these spies helping us out. So I'm thinking, yeah, maybe we actually do play Vesemir here. And it is potentially a bit of an overinvestment. Our opponent could very well proceed to pass right now. I'd argue they probably should, and they do. Okay. So, now we pass. And we take round 1, so that's nice. And we do draw a card when we win a round as Northern Realm, so that's helpful. But our opponent does still have a card advantage for sure. But what I'm thinking... Just see, what did we draw with that? We drew another Siege Expert. Which is not a terrible thing, because we now have enough Siege cards that it's doing something. I'm thinking... We have a ranged card here, and we don't want to play this in the same round that we play our ranged nerf. So I think we want to play at least one of you, but that's probably it. I think we lead off with you, and we hope that we bait our opponent into playing something good, so that they overinvest, and then we could even Scorch it, potentially. See what they do. So we could melee nerf. And then that would drop you down to a 1. We'd stay at a 5, so we would maintain our lead. Then again, we could find that in a future round, you might have many more melee cards to play, so it might be more useful then. And we don't have any melee cards remaining ourselves, so we're not at risk of nerfing ourselves. Then again, if you have no remaining melee cards, then it'd be flat out useless to us. So, I mean, it's not a big play here, but I think we do use it. It's a safe play for a little bit here, but okay, we get the clear skies out, so they remove it. That means we're tied. I'm thinking then that we pass here, because they need to play another card. Oh, I was going to say they need to play another card to beat us, because otherwise they lose this round, and they can't lose another round, because we took round 1. Except that they are Nilfgaard, and I believe the Nilfgaard's thing is that they win ties. So in this occasion, they could just immediately pass as well, and that would still be enough for them. Maybe not the end of the world, because in that case we can stick with our big siege setup. We can hold on to Yennefer, play one of the spies from our graveyard here. I mean, is there a reason to play our spies now? I mean, when we had the melee nerf, they very well could have been, because all of our spies would be in the melee row. But I'm thinking maybe we do that. Let's give it a shot. I think we will have a little bit more strength than our opponent, because Yennefer is a 7, whereas the card we're about to bring back from the graveyard will put 4 strength on the opposing side. So we do take the lead for certain, and then we drew into, what, you, which is not great. Okay, so you play an Impenetrable Fog. Does mean you just barely have a lead here, 9 to 8. But we are sitting at 9 cards to 9 cards. So I like that. That means that we have made up for that deficit there. And, oh, tell you what, I mean, we could Scorch. That would mean that we would retake the lead here. I mean, it's not a huge Scorch. It would just remove a 5 strength card. Because remember, we have Yennefer out here, but she is a hero. She is not affected by that Scorch, even though she's what appears to be the highest strength unit. The highest strength non-hero would be you. You would be the Scorch target. That would drop you down to 4 strength in total. We'd still be sitting on 8. We'd have the lead. You'd have to play one more card, catch up to us, which may or may not be a major factor. It's 1 card worth of value from a Scorch here. If we were to wait and pass now, our opponent would go first, and we could immediately Scorch whatever they play then. And it could be a 5 strength card. It could be something better than a 5 strength card. No, tell you what, I think we pass. I think because our opponent goes first next time around, we are likely to be able to be a little bit more ambitious with this Scorch here. Let's take the loss in round 2. But I think we played our spy, and that was useful. They will, of course, pass immediately. And we have 9 cards, they have 9 cards. We have our leader ability, they do as well, but I'm pretty sure that is the leader ability that just has them look at 3 cards in their hand, which is... Oh no, it's Torrential. Is Torrential Rain the Siege nerf? That's the Siege nerf, isn't it? Not Impenetrable Fog, and Biting Frost, I think, is the melee nerf. We're in big trouble. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, so we can lead off with some low cards. This is another reason why I was thinking that the Scorch, we could save it for this round here, because you have a 4 strength card, which is not a great card to Scorch, but we still are lower than you at the moment, so we're safe to Scorch now. And if we play another one of you, we are still with the lowest units here, so it is still safe to Scorch. I really want you to play... ideally, higher strength cards. I mean, if you have a bunch of weak cards, I suppose it's not the end of the world, because we are likely to get big-time nerfed. I mean, at least the catapults, they do double each other when we play them both together. So they would start off, assuming they get nerfed, they'd drop down to 1, and they double each other, which would bring them to 2 apiece. And then with our leader ability, creating Commander's Horn in the siege row, then they become 4 apiece, which is starting to be something. But what I'm thinking here is, well, see, if we play you, then we have a 4 strength unit, you have a 4 strength unit. Scorch would remove both of them, which I don't really want to do. If we play this, we would nerf the range row, which at some point in time would be good because you have some cards in there that are nerfable. That would then, once again, drop you lower and make it such that on that occasion we'd actually end up removing all the 2 strength cards, which would be both of our siege experts and this one here. But I think either we are... I think we have to play this. I was going to say, or playing our leader ability here. That would double you both to 4s, and that's also something we don't want to do, because then Scorch removes all of our cards. I mean, maybe our opponent proceeds to play a 5 strength card immediately afterward, and just before we were looking to play this Scorch here, we don't know what they're going to play next. So I think we have to Scorch here, just to play it a little bit safe. Little bit safe. Like, yeah, if we could have... Well, I mean, they would have needed to have played something 5 strength or higher, and they didn't, so... Then we could go with our own 4 strength unit now. Maybe they would consider scorching it. No, actually, let's lead off with you. Let's do range nerf, because we need all the strength we can get. And them removing a melee card for us is pretty bad when we know that our siege row is likely to get decimated. So, if you have a Scorch, though, we'd still like you to take you out, not siege cards. I don't think we would, even if they get nerfed. I mean, your cards are weak. It's just that you have the best counter against us. So under normal circumstances, I would say this should be an easy opponent. It's just that we have our Achilles heel. And it's probably, I was going to say about to happen, but not yet. And we did have a melee nerf previously, right? That we were saying maybe it'd be worth holding on to it. For rounds such as this, where we see you are playing a lot of melee cards. And that one's getting nerfed, so that's good. But now, here come the big guns. And, well, let's see. As soon as we... I think we actually do want to use our leader ability first. Because if we do, then we're going to have... If our opponent does have a Scorch, it'll remove both of these cards, which is not good. But if we play one of these, then you remove one of the catapults with the Scorch, and I think that is still worse because these guys do double each other when we have them both together, and so they get worse if we only have one of them. So I think we do this first. You have a Scorch, well, that would be your last remaining card. Your leader ability as well, though, so you might do that. Here it is. Oh, it hurts. It hurts a lot. We are technically still in the lead, though. Wow. Okay. We have one card remaining. It might be that Scorch. We hope it isn't, of course, but we're about to find out. No, they opt not to use it. Might have been, say, a melee nerf. Guessing that was it. And that means we should have it here. So, we still have fairly high value in this siege row here, which is partially because we have the siege experts that are boosting everyone else in the siege row, so that will overcome the siege nerf a bit, as well as the Commander's Horn doubling people, and in the case of the catapults, them doubling each other when we put them both together, and all in all, that actually does start to add up to a decent value there, so we take it. You had me nervous when I realized you had that siege nerf as your leader ability, but we pulled it off. So fortunately, well, we'll see how this plays out, but I'd like to believe that this guy is not about to get the knife in his back.
But he won.
So, now we'll play something else.
This is the part where we beat you up? I think it is. What's up, Earl? Say, other people of this establishment... Oh my goodness. That is harm? Emphasis on was?
Don't know how I'll repay you.
The tallest card will do just fine.
Oh, yeah. Maybe you prefer some other? Got a whole array you
No, we're
might
here for that card
like.
specifically.
I'm in a hurry.
The Natalis card, of course. Here.
He's like, okay, I don't really want to mess with you after what I saw you do to those guys. We can loot. And we do get the John Natalis card. Let's take a look at it in just a second here. Went deck. There it is. 10 strength hero. So your standard hero, it seems. That's usually the sort of default type of stuff that you get out of them, because we have several of them. It's in the melee row, which is common stuff for Northern Realms. Esterad, and I think Roach as well, who is currently in our deck, of course. But, I mean, it's good. It's a lot of heroes that we have now for Northern Realms, but it's not a bad thing. Now, do we get to keep this card? Because, of course, we're tracking all these down for Zoltan. Presumably, he wants them. Oh, for a second I thought you had a special name. I was like, do we want to talk to you about something special? Okay, so now we are looking to meet Zoltan. And we are looking to meet him by the house with the gold trim, basically. Which somehow we didn't really notice before. Even though that sounds like that would be quite noticeable. So, okay. What do I know?
What's he doing here?
None of your business. Alright, so this spot here. I suppose that is gold. Yeah. You're not wrong. Hey, Zoltan. Figured we'd stop by.
How'd you make out with Ravi?
Got the Natalis card.
Excellent. Now we've just Caesar Bilzen to fleece, and we'll be home free.
Nice.
We'll do this. I'll chat him up while you sneak upstairs and search his cabinet of curiosities.
He's not going to notice that?
Keeps the cat there.
Wouldn't it be simpler to just purchase it from him? I mean, you did say these are quite expensive cards, and the whole point of acquiring them is to pay off a debt that you already owe, so maybe paying for them is not really helping you in that regard.
Can't we just buy the card off him? Doesn't that sound simpler?
If I had a coin to spare, I'd sod off to Provis. Besides, Caesar'd never sell Fringilla. But don't you worry. You won't lose out on the deal. Got a bottle of Mahakaman spirit for him. A taste of the motherland's finest is worth more to an expatriate than some silly card.
Thought you said Caesar doesn't drink.
No. I said it's hard to have a drink with him on account of his rarely leaving home. Also why he's like to get pished as a priestess real quick.
Oh.
3 rounds
I
and you can
suppose
walk
that
out with
could
everything
be
in that cabinet
helpful.
while singing the 3 maids of Vigo Varo at the top of your lungs.
Okay. So you're saying you think the card's upstairs. What else is in this here
So
cabinet?
what's in this cabinet?
Ah, no man knows. You'll be the first to see it.
Oh, okay.
I suspect it's either to do with buggery or metallurgy. But you can tell me once we're done. Let's go.
I mean, I suppose if his house is trimmed with gold, then hopefully that means he has some pretty nice stuff up there. Is this the person in question?
Caesar Bilzen.
Seems so.
Remember our quarrel about who's king of the Pontar?
The Pike's king of the Pontar.
Well, see, I've come to convince you it's the catfish. And I do not come empty-handed.
Who's he?
A friend.
Him! Oh, that's Geralt.
Don't mind him.
Does
He's actually our professional
Geralt
catfish
fish?
impersonator. Yeah, I mean, we've picked up plenty of old fishing rods. Can't really say we've used them. Hey, does fighting drowners count as fishing? Does that qualify?
Yeah. Cast an earthworm the other day. Caught this huge perch.
In the Pontar?
You betcha.
Can't listen to this hogwash sober.
That seems like
Come
you bought
in.
it. Apparently.
So what, Vidsanders or eager biters, if they taste like shite and soapy water?
That's 'cause you're about as good a cook as a goat's arse is a clarinet. Just recently, I took some fresh thyme.
And it tasted like time-flavoured shite.
Shut it. So, recently, I took this time.
Geralt, care to chime in? How's Xander taste to you?
Recently is not a word. Not really sure we want to be playing that game right now. Maybe we happen to like Xander. Sure.
Happen to like Xander.
Cause you're a witcher! What you shoving them potions, shit's a delicacy to use.
A witcher? Never mentioned he was a witcher.
Uh-oh.
Then,
Hopefully that's not a problem here.
Matilda last cast a pea and caught a young pike.
Ah, cocksuckers lying like always. Ponter Pike ain't so dim-witted to go after his rotten peas. You need live bait. Or night crawlers, though the pike aren't as eager. Don't know why. Once, dug up a crawly so fat and lovely I started drooling. Would have eaten it myself.
Oh, really?
I'm not so sure. Geralt, what do you and your pals use up at Kaer Morhen?
Yeah, explosives.
Bombs.
How's that?
It's quite effective, really.
Well, then, heard many jests
Throw one in.
lately. Though,
Cover your ears.
true enough, that one
A few
wasn't
seconds
very
later, they float to the top.
Geralt, go fetch us another bottle.
In a bit. Hold on. Not done with my fishing story yet? Nah, okay, we're good. We're good.
Right. Can see the bottom of this one.
Okay. So onward we go. Can we?
Where are we gonna
is
go
that directly in front of
nibbling
you?
for
Like,
catfish?
does that work?
I'm done fishing with you. You forget what
Seems
happened
like it.
last time.
What about last time? Shouldn't have yanked
gonna
so
notice?
hard, you wouldn't have fallen in.
Maybe not. We're supposed to be discreet about this, but at the same time,
And if I
you
hired
seem
a
not to really
witcher
care.
as my debt collector,
Guess we'll just do all the looting ourselves. Is he eating or is he noticing us? I think a silver teapot could be quite good. We can break that down into actual silver. Now we take a look at what secretive stuff he's hiding up here. Okay. Lots of loot. Sure. Well, you read about this auto Sintra? Cavalcade of riders pounded across the blood-soaked courtyard. They looked at no one and asked no questions. They knew exactly where they were going and why. Kill the old queen and capture the Cintran princess. That's what would become of her after that. No one would say. Calanthe and a group of her most loyal subjects had barricaded themselves inside the castle. They were protected by stone walls and a gate sealed by a spell. They all realized neither would last long against a concentrated assault by the Nilfgaardian army and the mages supporting it. After 4 days, enemy soldiers forced their way inside. That's all we know. Oh, this is the notice for the other quest that we picked up recently at the notice board. Okay, so don't need to do that one. Oh, what is this?
Knife looks like it's attached to the tabletop.
Oh,
Drawer is open.
that's nifty. Funny how that works. Triangular key. Okay, and true sword. Don't mind if I do. 1 second while we also proceed to confiscate all of your mugs and candelabrum. Ooh, yeah. Oh, not very any candelabra.
Triangular hole in the wall.
Ah,
Interesting.
okay. I think we know what to do with that then.
Fits perfectly. Secret door
Classic.
behind the bookcase. Classic.
Classic indeed. Anything else we missed in here? No, I think that's everything. Okay. So what are you really hiding in that case? Another floor altogether. And on this floor, plenty of stuffs. Food. Jade figurine.
Statuette of a man. Wasn't carved, but produced using magic. Shame I can't ask Triss about it.
Ooh, that is unfortunate. I mean, we do know a few other sorceresses, yes? Could say Yennefer? Tell us anything about it? Maybe? Silver mug, that's also not bad either. What about this? Ah, here's the card we're looking for.
Ah, here's Fringilla.
Okay. Let's take a look at what the big deal is about this card. And Fringilla Vigo, it's right here. Huh. I mean, it's a 6 base strength card with nothing else special about it. In fact, I'm pretty sure we've seen other people use this card against us, possibly on numerous occasions. So, I don't know. This one doesn't seem nearly as good as the other ones that we've picked up. But, okay. Sure. Let's see what else you have going on here, though, because, yeah, there's a lot of other red glowy stuff, it seems.
Dining set from which Emperor Emir ate during his coronation ceremony.
How the heck did you get that? What? Also, that's Nilfgaardian?
Rope with which Stefan Skellen was hanged.
I don't know who that is. Ornate swords? Are those, like, actually weapons, or are those something entirely different? Steel short sword, mace. Novgrad long sword. Helen long sword. I don't know. Oh wow, we actually. When did we pick this up? Level 23. Club here. I mean, it's still lower damage. Still lower damage than what we have from our current weapon, even though it's much higher level. But okay. All right. Maybe we just carry on then. What about you?
Joachim de Ved's skull. Pretty grim curiosity.
Okay. Also, don't really know about that one. Ooh, okay, that just looks valuable, so I'll take that. Nilfgaardian armor?
The 7th Dareland Brigade. Excellent condition.
Also, apparently, armor made for ghosts, because we can totally pass our hand directly through it. I knew the Nilfgaardians were up to something. That explains a lot. As for this, is that a mirror?
Portrait of Emperor Emir, temper on wood. Pretty flattering, I'd say.
Alright, so this guy is basically just a secret Nilfgaardian supporter. Hiding all this stuff away, some valuable Nilfgaardian artifacts, it seems. And a portrait of Emir? Okay, did we actually get the alcohol in question? I can't say that we did. I mean, probably one of the just normal chests that we happen to have looted. I probably did it. Hope that was enough. Otherwise, that will be a little bit suspicious if we come back and don't have that.
Zoltan, time we were on our way.
I suppose so. It's growing late.
Wait now. Leaving already? Where's that bottle you went to fetch?
Do we have it?
Greetings, Belzen.
Oh,
We've a message for you from the boss.
Message?
hello?
What kind of message?
Something tells me not a good one.
Cleaver's very unhappy.
Oh,
Now, just a minute. If any discrepancies have cropped up in the books, I can explain everything.
Too late. Grab him. And you two, get lost.
leave him alone, please.
Leave him alone.
Cleaver will pay extra for killing the Witcher. Well, up to it, lads. Haven't they got all day?
Is there just the two of you? A little bit weird to refer to one other person as lads, plural. Also, apparently we are punching you. Yeah, nice try. Zoltan will annihilate you and then proceed to attack us.
Thanks. Oh, will I
Take a
ever
grilled sandwich for the
explain
road?
this to Cleaver?
I'd recommend a letter.
Right. Got a pack.
Good luck then. Farewell.
But what about our grilled sandwiches?
You've a soft heart after all, Geralt. Oh, by the by, splendid job with that last one. Blood splatter nearly hit the ceiling.
I'm pretty sure you took them all out. We were just throwing punches. But we did take a look at Caesar's collection.
Looked through Caesar's cabinet upstairs.
And?
No wonder he wasn't eager to show it off. Nilfgaardian armor, a portrait of Emir, Joachim de Ved's skull, Vatier de Rideau's dagger. The
Did we
rope
catch
they
that
hanged
one?
Skellen with.
Don't remember that one.
Oh, shite. Disgusting fellow. To think I shook hands with him. But did you happen to take the rope? I know a few would pay a tidy sum for it. Some go in for that sort of thing.
No.
If you say so.
Also
I
found
don't
a
think we had the option to
figurine.
take it.
Nilfgaardian soldier. Magic spell on it of some sort, but I can't tell what kind.
Triss ought to know.
Yeah,
Triss
except
is no longer
he's
around.
not here at the moment. You know anyone else who might be able to do that? Maybe? We do have all the cards, so there's that.
Got the full set of cards. What now?
Now we collect a shitload of coin for them. Let's go.
Okay. We'll be on our way. I suppose we did just steal from that guy, so we probably shouldn't have just been hanging around right outside his house.
Exchange. We should do it right quick.
Afraid your client might change his mind?
Oh, I'm more likely to. Had so many buyers for these cards, I felt like the belle of the ball.
So the buyer, who is he?
A friend of a friend. Don't know much about him, but he's of Duke Silk. No doubt about that.
Alright. Over here. Hello? Pretty sure there were some dead bodies there.
At last. I fear the body's gone cold.
What is this?
Your would-be buyer handed us his coin and departed. More or less in that order. Now, the cards, please. I trust obtaining them wasn't too troublesome.
Try it and find out.
You wish me to try? I'm not as foolish as Earl. You ought to know that by
Oh,
now.
you brought
Get to work,
friends.
boys. The dwarf I wish to have alive. I must have a chat with him.
Doing it.
Geralt, bastards getting away with my coin. Damn it, with our coin. Chase the horse in. I'll tend to the others.
Alright, Zoltan takes care of them. And we chase you. Where'd you go? Where? Up, apparently. There is a ladder here. Yes, there is. Okay. Hold on. Also, can we loot stuff here? 1 second. Maybe. There's nothing here. What about here? Yeah. Real quick, let me just take a second here. Pick some of this stuff. Be on our way. Then we'll head up this ladder. I'm sure he can wait for us, right?
What?
What?
Can't understand a word.
One of their something. There are 2
Can't get away.
doors.
Dude. Might as well stop.
Right, the quest indicator does perhaps give us a good hint. Okay, come on, Duke. Just hold off for a second here. I don't think we've ever been here before, yeah. So this is cool that we're running along the ramparts like this. Kinda, sorta. Hold on. Hold on, though. Did you go down? You did go down. Is there anything through here? That's locked. Okay, so no. The answer to that question. And here. Take all that. Take whatever is here. Sure. And here. And here. All the cheese. Yes. And the alcoholic beverages. And I think there might have been something else down here. All that. And nope, don't need to extinguish that. That's fine. Ooh, emerald dust. That's not bad at all. Okay. And then one more floor, perhaps? Over here? Oh, there's one more even below this. Okay, can we loot this maybe? Dried fruits. Okay. Now, surely this is where you've led off to. There's another floor. Man, this place never ends. Okay. Down here. This looks like the bottom. This is in the sewer? They are running away? Oh, come on, dude. Not making this easy on us. Could very well be more things down the sewer as well. Including perhaps more enemies. I wouldn't rule that out. But loot as well. We've typically found in the past that found some very nice stuff in here. Okay. Cool.
Damn, you're ugly.
But these guys are rather ugly. Fortunately, they're also rather easy to take out. What is this? What? Grounder in here? Hello, multiple grounders in fact. I tried to preemptively swing the sword that time. Oh, you did go through here, actually. Is this technically supposed to be a shortcut? I don't know about that. There's more stuff here. Iron ore. Okay. Not that great. Okay. Sure. Apparently you are directly on top of us? Huh? That doesn't make sense. Okay. And I think that was it here? Okay. What was that? Hello? Hello, Duke.
Leave me. Swiving drowners.
You could use a witcher.
You good?
Ha ha. Highly amusing. If I give you the coin, will you leave me be?
Sure. Something tells me you're not making it far
You
from
can
here.
go, if you're able.
Ha. What are my chances with these wounds?
They're not good.
Not high. So long.
So, you get him?
Oh, okay.
Get
We
the coin?
might have had the
Yes.
opportunity to
And what
look a
about you?
little bit more in the sewers
Finish him
there.
off?
No, I let him go.
In that last area there.
I knew I
We
should
did
have
kind of
gone
go
with
straight
you.
to him.
You know he has it in for me. You'll be doubly determined now.
Yeah,
Doubt
'cause I
it.
don't
I
think
think he's likely to
he
quit
is-
the business.
Yeah, I don't think he's
If he
making it
gets
out of there.
alive.
Well, Geralt, what's your preference? Coin or cards? I'd never have managed without you, so you choose.
Oh, so we
You
can
want
keep
gold?
the cards if we'd like.
Not a problem. I'll find another buyer for these cards in a flash.
I think if these are truly the only places to get these cards, then I would definitely prefer the cards. I mean, the coin, presumably these are worth a lot. At least that's what you've been saying. But, I mean, we certainly could use some better Gwent cards, so let's take them.
Kinda curious how the cards might serve me.
Excellent.
We can always
I'll
get
take the
more
coin
coins
to the King
from
of Beggars right away.
fighting monsters and doing other quests and whatnot.
Good luck, Zoltan.
Thanks, Geralt. And remember, the catfish is the king of the Pontar.
I suppose so. If you say so.